Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the start of week number 9 of the Hometown Football Week. We're in the middle week of the season, and we kick off the week with a game between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Giants. Buffalo being a combination of the Bills from the AAFC and the AFL from 1960 onward. New York is a combination of the Giants, the Jets, and a few of the other New York teams that didn't make it throughout pro football history from about, right around World War II onward. Those being the New York Bulldogs and the, let's see, New York Yankees and the Brooklyn Dodgers. Yes, the Brooklyn Dodgers at one point had a baseball team. I'm recording this September 7th, 2020 for air on September 14th, 2020. So as you see this, we should be inching closer to Monday Night Football and their doubleheader tonight. And I will get this game started. And I will remind you of the HTFL season. And these are all going to be games this week that are going to be rematches of uh, games we had in week number 3. Like, for instance, Buffalo and New York played each other in Buffalo already this season, and Buffalo won that battle. So New York's a heavy favorite. They are a favorite by 12 points. And the computer will control Buffalo. I will control New York. On a 43-degree day, Old Man Winter has finally showed up in the HTFL. A wind of 5 to 15 miles an hour. No precipitation in the air, but should be an interesting game considering you got the cold air finally hitting. We really haven't had a cold weather football game as of yet, and 43, not that cold, but a sign of things to come as we get into the second half of the HTFL season. 58 subscribers as I record this on September 7th have joined the Big Pauly World of Sports Sims channel, and I thank each and every one of you for joining in. New York won the toss. We'll have them receive to start the first half. Jim Kelly and Eli Manning, your quarterbacks, as I believe they were the first time these two teams played in week number 3. Marv Levy and Bill Parcells are your coaches. New York's the only team that runs a 3-4 defense in the HTFL, by the way. Buffalo in white, the hometown New York Giants in blue. Christie, Sanders, and Glenn back deep for the Giants, and we are underway. And that is taken by Christie for a 19-yard gain to the 24. We will set the offense for New England and for New York for you. New England, that'll be our next game. That'll be tomorrow. Philadelphia will be coming to New England, and we'll talk more about that at the end of the first quarter. Barber and Snell are your running backs. Beckham and Powell, Odell Beckham Jr. and Art Powell, will be your wideouts. Castor at tight end, Manning at quarterback, Brown, Snee, Mangold, Younce, who also punts, and Powell will be your offensive line. For Buffalo, your front four is Bruce Smith, Schobel, Sestak, Washington. Linebackers are Bennett, Matzos, and Talley. Bird, Clements, Jones, and Symes are your defensive backs. And on 1st and 10, we're going to go to Barber, trap right. And this is the first game I have recorded since picking up a new monitor, so if the resolution looks a little different, that is why. Barber picked up 4 yards, and Bird made the tackle for Buffalo. We'll go Snell on a screen, 2nd and 6. And Snell with a lot of running room there, picking up 20 yards. Manning threw for 380 last week against Miami in that 34-28 comeback. New York was way behind in the second half, and they pulled it out. Outside run, and this will be Barber again on 1st and 10. So New York really wants to use the running game, and this time it was a gain of 9 by Tiki Barber. That'd be a good time for play action, I think. And we will go to Castor, the tight end, on a play action long pass. And it looks like he's open. Touchdown, New York. Rich Castor, the former New York Jet, who will go on and play for Houston, among a few other teams. Your point after, good by Nugent, and it's 7-0 Giants with 12:14 to go in the opening quarter. We got a long way to go yet. McGee, Merton, and Jackson are your return men for Buffalo. And McGee is stationed back the deepest, and he won't get a chance to return it as that kick went for a touchback. For the Buffalo offense and the New York defense, here are your starters. Simpson and Kablitzky are your running backs. Molds and Reed, your wideouts. Baldwin at tight end. Kelly at quarterback. Wolfert, DeLamalure, Hull, Shaw, and Ballard, your offensive line. For New York, now remember, it's a 3-4 defense, not a 4-3. Strahan, Gastineau, and Weinmeister are your front three. Your four linebackers, Lawrence Taylor, Sam Huff, Harry Carson, and Mo Lewis. Revis, Glenn, Cuff, and Sanders are your defensive backs. So maybe Buffalo will utilize the tight ends a little bit more today. 1st and 10, ball at the Buffalo's own 20. And here's the give to the Juice, who picks up 4 yards. And we have OJ under center. He's going to take a direct snap. That's usually a run. So I'm going to call a run here. And OJ gains 2. Ward Cuff was hurt on the play. He is limping off, out for the game, and it looks serious. So Johnny Sample is going to come in to replace Cuff at the free safety spot. It's Sample, Sanders, and Haynes. So Johnny Sample, you see him there, he's out of Maryland Eastern Shore. 3rd and 4, ball to 26. This is going to be a screen pass, was it? To Baldwin. No, it was they put the tight end in the flat, and he gained 12 yards. Good for the first. And it was Speck Sanders who made the stop for Buffalo, for New England. Not for New England. What am I saying? New York, I'm sorry. And it's now 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the Juice, who gains 2. And New York had a couple of blitzers, Lawrence Taylor and Mo Lewis. And that was it, 2 yards. 2nd and 8, ball at the 40. That's incomplete. Kelly was looking for not Jim Simpson. Jim Simpson was the long-time NBC and ESPN commentator. 3rd and 8, ball at the 40. That was O.J. Simpson, of course. My mind is wondering right now. Incomplete, as Kelly was looking for Stevie Johnson. So this forces Buffalo to punt. Buffalo is punting into the wind. New York has the wind advantage, and they'll have it for the remainder of the quarter and the 4th quarter. And we're going to just fair catch it. Try to avoid anything bad happening. And Tennell had to back up a little bit, and he caught it at the 10 for a fair catch. We have 9:39 left in the opening quarter, and it's 7-0 Giants. Barber, pitch to the right, 1st down. No sense going too crazy, and that's a tackle by Jones. The Jones in question is Henry Jones out of Illinois. Now a 2nd down and 2, the ball at the 18. We'll look for, where is my cursor? There it is. We're going to go Tiki on a dive. Sounds like a Polynesian vacation, Tiki on a dive. Gain of 2, but he's short of the first. We will not challenge. We'll just try to get it on 3rd. Manning. Sneakaroonie. He's got the 1st down. A gain of a yard, and Bruce Smith on the tackle for Buffalo. Back to Tiki Barber, off tackle right. Gain of 4 yards. Off tackle right, and it was Schobel who made the stop. Snell, off tackle right, on second down, and he inches closer to first down yardage. Gain of 3, and Schobel again made the tackle. We'll look for Odell Beckham here. Short cross, 3rd and 3. And he's got it. A gain of 8 yards. Clements makes the stop for Buffalo. So New York being very methodical. They'll go double tight end here. And you have a little bit of stacking on either side. You got Symes and Jones playing close to each other, and you got Butch Bird right up there next to Darryl Talley. Stretch play, Barber, blitz coming, so we change it to a screen to Snell. Sounds like something German. Incomplete. Manning was flushed out of the pocket, rolled to his right, and Manning being more of a pure pocket passer. That's right. Try saying that fast 3 times. When he gets flushed out of the pocket, his throws go a little wild, and that set up the incompletion, and that sets up 2nd and 10 in turn. We'll go pitch right, Barber. And Barber back to the line, and that is it. And that was Darryl Talley making the stop, and Talley another tackle for Darryl Talley. Medium slant. This is going to go to Castor again on 3rd and 10. Castor caught the touchdown pass earlier, but can't catch that one. It's incomplete, and the Giants will have to punt. And here is Len Younce. I was telling you earlier that he plays right guard, and he also punts. Because back in his day, you had to play a few different positions, offense, defense, what have you. Bird made the catch at the 18, returned at 8. The punt went 46, so the net was 38. 4:23 left in the opening quarter. It's 7-0 Giants. 1st and 10 for Buffalo at the 26. Their own 26. It's going to be a give to Kaplitsky. And Kaplitsky with a lot of running room. He crosses midfield. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. Forget it. He's gone. Touchdown Bills. Kaplitsky goes 74 yards. OJ's looking at him like saying, I didn't know you had that much speed in you. And the extra point try to tie the game is good by Lindell. And we're tied at 7. And we have 4:03 left to go. So just like that, one play and the Bills are right back in this contest. Christie back deep for the Giants. It's returnable as it didn't cross the goal line.
Illegal block. Receiving team.
He's out to the 32, but a illegal block penalty against Johnny Sample is going to move the Giants back to their own 21. Where is my cursor? There it is. Trap right, Barber. Blitz coming, so we're going to change it to a screen on 1st and 10. And that is good for 6 yards. Snell, off tackle right. Buffalo playing kind of bunched in, and that's a gain of 4. Good for the 1st down, 1st and 10. It's going to be a medium pass, play action, and we're going to look for Powell. Powell, the wide receiver, who played for the Titans. And, of course, that was what the Jets were called for the first 3 or 4 years of their existence. They were the Titans, and then they were the Jets. Powell caught 6 passes last week in that comeback effort against Miami. Gained 12 on this play, and it's now 1st and 10 at the Giants' own 43. Off tackle right, Tiki Barber. Gain of 4 yards. Tally makes the stop. For Buffalo, so far New York has run 17 plays and Buffalo only 7, so that should correspond nicely in terms of the time of possession. Pitch left, Barber. Little misdirection, and that was not good. A loss of 4 yards, and it'll be 3rd and 10. They'll look for Castor here, medium pass. Incomplete. Castor wanted interference, but none was coming. And the Bills are going to get it back on the punt, barring anything unforeseen. Younce, if he punts deep, could get it pretty close to the Buffalo goal. We have 19 seconds left in the opening quarter. And yeah, he kicked it out of bounds at the 7, so a nice kick by Pounce. A nice punt that bounced nicely for Younce. 13 seconds left. Opening quarter, a 7-7 tie. Kelly looks for Baldwin, and that fell incomplete. 10 seconds left, 2nd and 10. Kelly forced out of the pocket, chased to his right, and he throws an incomplete pass. He was trying to dump it off to Simpson. Probably the last play of the quarter coming up, 3rd and 10. Kelly, incomplete. And when we start the second quarter, the Bills are going to have to punt. We have a 7-7 tie after 15. Upcoming HTFL games for you. And I was just referring to this earlier in the quarter. Tomorrow night, as you see this, the 15th of September, Philadelphia will travel to New England. Philadelphia beat New England the first time we met. Then we have 2 games for you the remainder of the week on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We'll go over Wednesday and Thursday right now. Wednesday we have at 7 o'clock St. Louis and Miami, and then at 9 New Orleans travels to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is 0-7 right now. And then Thursday, we note the starting times a little earlier because of NFL football, real life NFL football, as Cleveland and Cincinnati play the first Fox Thursday night game. I think they still have the Thursday night package once, excluding specials and excluding, I think there are some games that NFL Network carries, but they are Fox announcers, Fox graphics. Houston will go to Jacksonville, and that will be shown at 5:30. And then Minnesota will play Detroit at 7. And then we'll do 2 more games on Friday to wrap up the week. And then next week, we will play the second half of week number 9 in the Hometown Football League. Here in this game, it's 7-7. As I cue up my next slide for halftime. Very good. Okay, folks, I'm with you now. We have 124 total yards for New York on 19 plays. We have 94 yards on 10 plays for Buffalo. Punt time for the Bills. Couldn't think offhand of who the Buffalo punter was. It is Norman. Mormon punts it 48 yards, returned 10 by Tennell. So the net was 38, and New York has some good field position to start off at the Buffalo 45. 1st and 10, dive to Barber. And Barber gains 8. That sets up 2nd and 2. Base formation now for the Giants. And we're going to sneak in a long pass to Odell Beckham Jr. Blitz coming, so we're going to change the play to Beckham Jr. in a medium slant play action. And Beckham has it. A gain of 19. Moves it to the Buffalo 18 for a 1st and 10. We're going to screen it to Barber. See what he can do in the red zone. Jones tipped it. He converged fast on the ball. and it was good enough to force the incompletion. 2nd and 10, ball at the 18. We'll go sweep right, Snell. And Snell past the 15 to the 13. He gains 5 yards. And Bird made the tackle. 3rd down. And we'll go 3 wide and put a man in motion. Short pass. And we will look to Powell. Blitz coming. We're going to change the Powell play to a specific pass route, the short slant. Powell's wide open. Touchdown. Art Powell and New York has the lead again, 13-7 at least. The extra point try is good by Mike Nugent, and it's 14-7 with 12:23 left in the half. We have McGee back deep for Buffalo, and that's taken at the 5 and returned 17 yards. He actually took it at the 4, so the line of scrimmage will be the 21-yard line. 1st and 10, Buffalo. Just getting started in the second quarter. O.J. Simpson, a gain of 6, and Lawrence Taylor brings him down. A couple of Hall of Famers colliding there. 2nd and 4. And that is to Simpson on a dump pass. Gain of 7. Sam Huff makes the tackle. So again, collision of a couple of Hall of Famers. 1st and 10 at the 34. This is O.J. O.J. close to the 1st down. He gains 9. Michael Strahan will probably be in the Hall of Fame someday if he hasn't made it already with the tackle. 2nd and 1 at the 43. Kelly to Reed, Andre Reed, and he gains 7. Glenn on the stop for the Giants. 1st and 10, ball exactly at midfield. Here is the give to O.J. He gains 3. Lawrence Taylor on the stop. 2nd and 7 at the 47. Incomplete. 3rd and 7, ball at the 47. Still. Over the middle. Good to Johnson. He gains 11. 1st and 10, ball at the 38. And a marker before the play.
Ball start. Offense. Number 64, 5-yard penalty. Repeat 1st down.
They get Joe DeLamalore on a false start. And it's the first penalty Buffalo has accrued this game. Only 2 penalties so far in a quarter of a half. It's been very cleanly played. 1st and 15 at the 41. This is O.J. And O.J. gets 7. Sanders on the stop for the Giants. 2nd and 8 at the 34. A catch, a fumble, recovered by Buffalo. Baldwin with the catch. Ball was popped out, and Andre Reed picked it up. We'll look at that again on replay. And there you go. 1st and 10, the ball down in the red zone of New York at the 16. See what the Buffalo can do here. Buffalo just beat New England not too long ago. Incomplete pass, looking for Baldwin. Might have thrown it a little too hard and he dropped it. 2nd and 10 now. So Buffalo's capable of beating anybody is my point. Molds on the tackle, on the catch. He gains 8 to the 8. And Revis made the tackle. 3rd and 2 at the 8. And that's a touchdown. Yes, it is. Baldwin. Baldwin had to wait to get the catch. But once he got it, he found that little painted area at the end of the field. And we're a point away from a tie game. Your point after try is good. That was a 12-play, 79-yard drive for Buffalo. Nundell has tied this game at 14 all. We have 5:21 left in the half. Christie back deep now for the Giants. 4 yards deep. I will elect to take the touchback. Live to fight another day. Outside run. Barber on 1st and 10. and he gains 2 yards. That sets up a 2nd down and 8. Powell, medium hitch. That's caught. That's a gain of 19 for Powell. Bird on the stop for Buffalo. Back to the double tight end set. Barber, off tackle right. See if he can punch a few holes, and he does. His offensive line did most of the work. Washington on the stop for Buffalo after a gain of 5. Snell, off tackle left. Blitz coming, so we're going to change it to a screen to Snell on 2nd and 5. Snell's got it. Pass to 50 to the 44. That's Snell's 2nd catch of the day, and he has 30 yards receiving. Ball at the 44 Buffalo, 1st and 10. We have 2:49 left. York being very leisurely right now. No gain. Barber's stuffed at the line by Schobel. We'll go to the 2-minute warning, and it's 14-14. 2nd and 10. Barber, pitch right. And Barber picks up 7. That sets up 3rd and 3. They'll hurry to the line, but they are not in that big a hurry. It's going to be a play-action medium fly to Powell on 3rd and 3 from the 37. That's caught. And Manning now 10 for 14, 163 yards after that 13-yard throw and catch. And the Giants will burn a timeout. They have 2 left. The Bills still have all 3 affairs. 1st and 10, ball to 24. Beckham Jr., medium out. Caught by Beckham, dancing down the left sideline, and that's a gain of 19 to the 5. 1st and 10 from there. Actually, it'll be 1st and goal because, of course, they're less than 10 yards away from the goal. Sweep left, Tiki. No gain, Matsos on the stop, and the clock will run. No hurry. Hurry up offense here, but they're not going to huddle. It's going to be Snell, and it'll go trap left. And a gain of 2 with 57 seconds left. And you're actually going to let the clock run. 18 seconds. See what they do here on 3rd and goal. But whatever they do, they don't want to give Buffalo any time, any meaningful time on their possession. Powell on the short pass. 3rd down. Ball back to 4. Tiki Barber, touchdown. Manning has thrown 3 touchdowns to 3 different receivers. Castor got the 1st, Powell got the 2nd, and Barber now with a reception touchdown. Your point after by Nugent is good, and it's 21-14, and we got 14 seconds left in the opening half. Angled kick taken by McGee. McGee down at the 34, return of 22. 2 seconds left, and it looks like Buffalo is just going to be content to run it out. Actually, no, they're going to throw. Incomplete. Looking for Molds. And it's halftime. New York 21, Buffalo 14. But you didn't know we have a blog that we do to keep you up to speed on all the latest videos that I put up, just in case you can't find it on YouTube or the Dice Podcast Facebook group that I post the HTFL games. And we do more, of course, than just the HTFL. We have 3 other projects: Grand Slam Wrestling, we do OOTP Perfect Team, and we do franchise hockey manager. So if you want to keep up to date on all the projects that I do, I also put the Digital to Dice podcast links up on the blog because I believe in that blog believe in that podcast very much. I want to promote Uncle Ron and Dave for doing it and continuing on to do it in this crazy time we live in with the COVID. And I just wanted to show you that the web address for the blog is Big Polly's World of Sports Sims.wordpress.com. It's down on the bottom part of your screen right now. Big Polly's World of Sports Sims.wordpress.com. Back to the game. It's 21-14. The Giants, who won the first time these two teams played, looking for the series sweep and hoping to get it. And we can now check the stats. 178 yards for Buffalo, 249 for New York. Buffalo has run 23 plays, 15 were throws. New York's run 35 plays, 19 were rushes. So you kind of get the gist of where both teams are going right now. New York wants to pound the rock. Buffalo not afraid to put it up right now because when they have had the ball, they have usually been behind. We have McGee back deep for Buffalo. We'll see if they kick to him. They do. Catches it at about the 9. Remember, Buffalo has the wind advantage right now.
Illegal block. Receiving team, 10-yard penalty.
That's tally on the illegal block on the kickoff. And Buffalo is back to the 24. See what they do here. Kelly 7 of 15, and now he's 8 for 16. As that throw to Reed picks up 7. Glenn Bass comes in as a second tight end. For this play, 2nd and 3. OJ is the lone setback. Looking for Bass, who just came in the game, and that ball's incomplete. Setting up 3rd and 3. Kelly, a lot of time. Throws and finds Reed for a first down. Gains 4. Haynes makes the stop for New York. 1st and 10. Loss of a yard. That is Gastineau. On the tackle for loss of 1 yard. That was Kablitsky on the carry. 2nd and 11 at the 34. Incomplete. Marker.
Personal foul. Defense. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Weinmeister must have got into it with one of the Buffalo players because they give him the big 15-yard personal foul. And it's now 1st and 10 at the 49. To Kablitsky. And Kablitsky with a lot of running room. I think he might have his second long touchdown of the day, and he does. Kablitsky has only had the ball 3 times, and he's got 124 yards. And we are a point away from a tie game again. For the 3rd time, Buffalo has gotten a touchdown to tie the game. It's 21-21. They have been down 7 on 3 different occasions in this game and have come back to tie it each time. So Buffalo showing resilience. What else could you call it? Christie back deep for New York. We have 12:18 left in the 3rd. Christie to the 24. Return to 24. And if you're the Giants, you got to be wondering what you got to do to put this team away. Trap right, Barber, 1st and 10. He gains 3 yards. Washington makes the tackle for Buffalo, who hasn't shuffled off yet. Beckham Jr., medium slant on 2nd down. He's open, but they can't find him.
Offense, number 79, 10-yard penalty.
And Powell commits the holding penalty. I believe that is Powell, the right tackle. 2nd and 17. They'll go to Beckham. Short slant. Try to find the middle of the field. He's got it. A gain of 7. Clements makes the stop for Buffalo, and it's now 3rd and 10. Put a man in motion. Medium passing play. And we're going to look for Castor again. Incomplete. And the Giants now have to punt. Manning is 13 of 18, 192 yards. And Beckham Jr. and Powell each have 4 catches, but Castor had the big one for 43 yards in the first quarter. Younts to punt it away. Fair caught by Bird at the 30. The punt went 46. We have 10:21 left third quarter, 21 all tie. O.J. Simpson, who has taken a seat behind Kablitsky in the rushing effort so far. He has gained 2 yards on that play. He has 8 carries on the day for 35, but Kablitsky, the big story for Buffalo, with over 100 yards on 3 carries. Don't know his exact stats at the moment because he's not in the lineup. They were looking for Baldwin on that play, tipped by Sanders. It's incomplete. 3rd and 8, ball to 32. Buffalo with the wind at their backs. That's a throw and a catch to Baldwin, a gain of 14. Johnny Sample makes the stop for the Giants. 1st and 10 at the 46. OJ.
Holding. Offense. Number 77, 10-yard penalty.
That gain of 7 is going to get nullified with holding by Wolford of Buffalo. Kablitsky's got 3 carries and 124 yards so far today. So not a bad effort. 1st and 20 at the 36. They go to Kablitsky again, and that's going to hurt his average. He only gained 2 that time. Strahan on the stop. And he has 126 yards rushing. That is a season high for him. 2nd and 18, ball to 38. Not bad when you can get 32 yards a carry, right? Incomplete. Kelly was looking for somebody. Let's see who on the replay. He was looking for OJ, but he couldn't find him. 3rd and 18, ball to 38. Incomplete. Looking for Molds. Tipped by Lawrence Taylor. 4th and 18. Buffalo will punt. And that goes out of bounds at the 21.
Defense. 5-yard penalty.
And Haynes was caught offside, so Buffalo's going to move up 5. They still need 13 yards for the first. And we're going to fair catch it. Not take any chances. And again, Tennell had to back up for the fair catch. He caught it at the 8. 7:38 left, third quarter. A 21 all tie. To Barber, pitch right on 1st and 10. And no gain. Sestak was injured. And see who they have brought in to replace him. Sorry about that. They'll go to Sauer on a slant. But the play goes Sauer before it even began. And it was a false start against Sauer. So, not good all the way around. They'll go double tight end. Try to bring in some blocking for the running game. Off tackle left, Barber. He's going to have room to run, but he fumbles. No, that's a tackle. Gain of 13. I saw tackle for at a certain spot, and I thought it said fumble. My mistake, folks. And I make a few of them on here. I will not deny that. Sestak, now available. It was Symes making the tackle on Barber after the gain of 13. 3rd and 1. Go to Barber again. Trap left. Did he get the first? Just short. New York has an 85% chance of overturning the call on a challenge.
Upon further review, the runner reached the first down marker. First down. No timeout will be charged.
And there you go. First down, New York. So they lose the challenge the rest of the game, but they do not lose a timeout with a successful challenge. We're going to go Snell off tackle right. And Snell has his fifth carry of the day, 20 yards. He's also caught two for 30. Barber on a screen on 2nd and 4. That's caught. Crosses the first down marker, a gain of 6. And he has 3 catches on the day for 15. Play action, medium fly to Beckham on 1st and 10. Blitz is coming, so we're going to change that to a slant to Beckham. Incomplete, well covered. And it's now 2nd and 10. Back to a screen to Barber. Buffalo playing tight defense. This time it gets to Barber as Manning was forced out of the pocket. Barber, picks up 6 yards, and it's 3rd and 4. Castor, short cross, 3rd and 4 from the 36. New York played Philadelphia a couple weeks ago. They couldn't get a first down, and they still won the game. And here it was a throw to Castor by Manning. He gained 10. Manning now 16 of 22, 214 yards, and 3 touchdowns. They've been very dependent on him as of late. Tie game, 4:02 left, 3rd quarter. Short slant to Powell. Incomplete. Bird providing good coverage for the Bills. Off tackle right, Barber in the 3-wide set.
Holding. Offense. Number 79. 10-yard penalty.
They get Powell for holding, and it's now 2nd and 20. So what you do is you try to cut that 20 yards down to 10. Screen to Barber. And again, Manning is forced out of the pocket and tried to make a bad throw. Talley provided good coverage. And it's now 3rd and 20. Okay, to Castor on a long pass. They'll look for him. He's got it. A first down. They lose Younts, who also punts. A toe injury, and they say he will be back in a few plays. That brings in White, Dwayne White out of Alcorn State. As you can see there with a green uniform, he played for the Jets not too long ago. 1st and 10 at the 43. Now, Beckham's down. Barber is down to 89%, so we are going to bring in the Giffer, Frank Gifford. Number 16. You don't seem to understand me, Mr. Computer. I want Frank Gifford to enter the game. There he is. Everybody's All-American at a USC. Of course, was for many years the voice of Monday Night Football. Off tackle right for Gifford. And Gifford, eager to play in the HTFL. I think that was his first carry of the year. He gains 7 yards. Let's look at Gifford real fast. Out of USC. Could play wide out. He could play... Actually, he had 1 carry for no yards when they played Buffalo the first time. So this is actually his 2nd carry that he has seen. We'll go to Gifford again. Pitch right. 2nd and 3. And Gifford with the first down, a gain of 6. Of course, Frank Gifford, what a lot of people forget about him is before he signed on to do Monday Night Football, he also did color commentary for CBS for quite a few years, back up until 1970. On YouTube, there is the Dallas-Detroit game, an NFC divisional playoff that was not a very exciting game at all. Dallas beating Detroit 5-0. And Frank Lieber did that game with Frank Gifford. Lieber was a longtime CBS hand who was very highly thought of announcer for them, did playoff games, and also at one point was doing, low-ranked games. He did the Bucks game in '77, the first win they ever got against the New Orleans Saints. And Gleber died of a heart attack in the off season. I want to say 84. And he was well respected in the Dallas area. Great commentator. Trap right, Gifford. 1st and 10 at the 30. And it was Schobel making the tackle on Gifford. No gain. So they're kind of on to Gifford now. Screen to Snell. Try saying that fast a bunch of times. That's on the money. And Snell to the 20, to the 15, to the 14. And a gain of 16 yards. Let's just give it to Gifford on the dive play. Let's give the ball to Gifford. Actually, it's going to be a screen to Gifford. Gifford's not a bad pass catcher. And he'll go to the house. Touchdown, Frank Gifford. His first HTFL touchdown. We're at the end of the third quarter, but let's get this extra point in. And we do. Nugent puts it through, and again, the Giants have a 7-point lead for the 4th time in this game. We end 3. It's 28-21, Buffalo. 28-21, the Giants. Every weekend we do OOTP 21 Perfect Team Series, and as I'm recording this on Labor Day the 7th, I just did a bonus Labor Day episode. Universal Pioneers kind of have been hitting a rut as of late as I record this, but we'll see what happens. I just made the playoffs on Labor Day week for the first time in a few seasons, so who knows what I'm doing by the time you see this on September the 14th. So every weekend, at least, there's OOTP 21 Perfect Team action. I'm going a little too fast, aren't I? And that's right here on the Big Paulie's World of Sports Sims channel. Back to the game. Back and forth affair. 28-21, the Giants lead the Bills. We have McGee back deep for the kickoff for Buffalo. If they go to him, they do. McGee was a couple yards deep in his end zone, but he took it out to the 29. Grantham made the stop for New York. So Jim Kelly, 10 of 22, 96 yards only. He has 1 touchdown. By the way, Buffalo now at 257 yards of total offense. New York at 365. As this 4th quarter has just begun. 1st and 10, ball to 29. To O.J. O.J. Simpson. 9-yard gain. Huff on the stop for the Giants. Double tight end set for Buffalo. 2nd and 1. A fumble recovered by the Giants. Johnny Sample.
The previous play is under review.
But they're going to look at it. Hang on, folks. Stand by.
The ruling on the field stands.
So New York's going to get the ball. At the 34 of Buffalo. We have 13:54 left in regulation. And I think it's time to put it up. Long pass. And we'll look to Castor. Got a long pass earlier. He's wide open. The throw is on target. And Rich Castor has himself another touchdown. And he goes over 100 and has 108 on the day. And for the first time today, the Giants open up a more than a touchdown lead. 35-21 will be your score. Nugent puts the extra point through. And Buffalo looking at 2-6, square in the face now. They trail by 14. Although they did beat Philadelphia week 1 down 14 with 5 minutes to go in that game thereabouts. McGee back deep for the Bills. That's a touchback. Buffalo putting their speed demons in. They're going to bring Lee Evans in as a 4th wideout, and they're going to bring in Thurman Thomas at running back. He'll be wearing number 34. He's out of Oklahoma State. 1st and 10, ball to 20. They give to Furman, and Furman has 5 yards. Johnny Sample, who just recovered the fumble, makes the stop for New York. 2nd and 5 at the 25. This is Furman again, gains 6. Strahan makes the stop for New York. 1st and 10 at the 31. No, not a long throw. He had Stevie Johnson open, but he instead threw to Thurman Thomas again, gain of 9. and Sanders on the stop for the Giants. 2nd and 1, ball at the 40. This is Thurman Thomas. Gastineau on the stop that time. 1st and 10 at the 44. This is over the middle to Molds.
Holding. Offense.
But it's going to
Number
come back.
75, 10-yard penalty.
Ballard called for holding. 1st and 20 at the 34. We have 10:45 left. Plenty of time still. Quick throw, but incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 24, automatic, 1st down.
They thought Sample in a wrestling match he had with one of the receivers got enough of them to cause pass interference, and that's a penalty that's going to befit New York. Well, actually, it's going to befit Buffalo because they're going to gain some yards on the play. 1st and 10, the ball at the 43 now. If I can find my cursor, I'll run the next play. Taylor deflected it, intended for Johnson, and it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10, ball to 43. Incomplete. Lockhart tipped that one, Spider Lockhart, and that's an incomplete pass. Here's a look at Spider Lockhart. Carl Lockhart, they call him. He's out of North Texas. 3rd and 10, ball to 43. Buffalo trailing by 14. That's over the middle. And that's Thurman Thomas again. He gains 11. Thurman Thomas does not see a lot of playing time, but when he's in, they give him the ball a lot. 1st and 10 at the 46 of the Giants now. Screen to Thomas. Yes. And that's a gain of 5. Just to show you how frequently Thurman Thomas gets the ball. He's already got 3 rushes and 3 catches. 15 yards rushing, 25 yards receiving. Ball's at the 41 for a 2nd and 5. He just entered a game and he's already got 6 touches. There's number 7. No gain. Lockhart on the stop. 3rd and 5. 4 wide in the game for Buffalo. They're going to go to Thomas again, but that's incomplete. 4th and 5, and the Giants defense will have to stay on the field because Buffalo is going for it. That's thrown and caught to Stevie Johnson. A gain of 7, so that moves the chains. 1st and 10 at the 34. 13th play of the drive for Buffalo. Over the middle looking for Molds, and that's incomplete. Kelly now 14 out of 30, 128 yards. 2nd and 10 at the 34. Another touch for Thurman Thomas, who loses 2. Gain of 8. He's got 8 touches already, but he loses 2 there. 3rd and 12. Ball to 36. Thomas gets it again. Gain of 10. He's 2 yards short of the first. Buffalo's going to kick, which I don't understand. Lindell. Good. From 43, and it's 35-24. You still need 2 scores. You need a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and a field goal to tie. Anything better than that gives you the win, but I don't understand that at all. Christie back deep for the Giants. Takes it at the 5. A fumble recovered by Buffalo. Freeman forced a fumble. Symes got the fumble recovery. And Buffalo in business, so the little gaff there and kicking the field goal may not come into play. 1st and 10 at the 28. Thurman Thomas is going to get it again, but not that time. Incomplete pass. He has already 9 touches, as we've been keeping track of. 2nd and 10 at the 28. Kelly over the middle to
Holding.
Evans.
Offense.
But it's going to be
waved
off.
10-yard penalty.
A holding call against Wolford. And it's 2nd and 20 at the 38. 7:01 left. That's a throw and a catch to Molds. Lawrence Taylor remains in, and Darrell Revis also got a stinger on the last play. So the Giants defense reeling a little bit. 3rd and 13. Kelly over the middle, a first down if it stands,
Holding. Offense.
and it won't.
Number 67. 10-yard penalty.
And that's going to knock him out of field goal range. 3rd and 23. It's going to be a cab ride from Westchester County for the Bills. Ball at the 41. Incomplete. Marker down again.
Intentional grounding.
Oh.
Offense. Number 12. 10-yard penalty. Loss of down.
They get Kelly for grounding. And it's now 4th and 33. They have to punt the ball away. I'm going to let the ball roll. And they go to the sideline. It's going to be out of bounds at the 5. That was Norman on the punt. He punted it 46 yards. 1st and 10 for the Giants at the 5. Gifford can come out of the game now. See his Tiki Barber is fully rested. He'll go back in. They'll go to him on a dive. Tiki Barber, that is. And Barber with a 2-yard gain. Washington on the stop for Buffalo. We have 6:03 left. And the Giants just want to chew up some clock here. Snell, off tackle right. And the fullback picks up a yard. 5:19 to go. They're going to screen it to Barber on 3rd and 7 from the 8. And again, that's incomplete.
Intentional grounding. Offense. Number 10. Loss of down.
Okay. Now you could make the argument that was a safety there, but the game is not going to recognize it because look where Manning is. He's behind the end zone when he threw it. In real life NFL, that would be a safety. We'll replay that play and just show you where he threw it. Yeah, he's behind the goal line. That would be a safety in a real life NFL game, but not here in the Hometown Football League. Younts back to punt. They have a wind advantage now for the 4th quarter, keep in mind. And that is Bird returning it a yard. The punt went 46, so the net was 45. 4:22 left. 35-24 Giants. Ball at the 49 of the Giants. That is Thomas, no gain. 2nd and 10, ball at the 49. Screen, incomplete, looking for Thomas. 3rd and 10, ball still at the 49. Over the middle, caught by Thomas, who gains 8. 4th and 2. He has 11 touches so far in the 4th quarter, and he just came in the 4th. 4th and 2 at the 41. That's a first down. That's to Stevie Johnson, who gains 5. 1st and 10 at the 36. This is an end the round and a disaster for Reed, who loses 9 yards. 2nd and 19 at the 45. A very odd time for that play call. Kelly's going to run, but he fumbles, and it's recovered by New York. Johnny Sample again with the fumble recovery, his 2nd of the day. And now the Giants have it. 1st and 10 at their own 44, but much better field position than being back in the shadow of your own goalpost. 2:59 left now. Off tackle left Barber. And again, I think they're going to be very conservative with the clock. Gain of 2. Buffalo calls time. They have 2 timeouts remaining. The Giants still have all 3 of theirs. Trap left Barber, who gains 2 more yards. Matzos on the stop for Buffalo. And we're going to call a dive to Barber. 3rd and 6. He's got the first down. Breaks it to the outside. Does a little wiggle and gains 17. And Buffalo has called their last timeout. So the Giants could use up a lot of clock here, even if they don't get another first down on this series. Trap left, Snell. 1st and 10 from the 35. Back to the line. Actually, he gained a yard, and that is it. 2-minute warning. It's 35-24 New York. Barber. Dive play. And a gain of 2. Schobel on the stop for the Bills, and they will just let this clock run. Barber on a dive. 3rd and 7.
Holding. Offense. Number 76, 10-yard penalty.
And that's holding against Snee. And that backs them up 10. Actually, it's going to be declined, so it's 4th down and 5. That smells something good. Field goal try would be from 47 yards, and it would be a 65% odds of making it. Here's Nugent. Right down the middle. And it's 38-24 with a minute 24 left to go. McGee back deep for the Bills. Will be playing just to keep the score close. Ball to 20, 1st and 10. No real shot of them coming back. Incomplete. Looking for Evans. Covered by Sample. 2nd and 10 at the 20. Screen to Thurman. Gains 2.
Holding. Offense. Number 75, 10-yard penalty.
Ballard called for holding. And it's 2nd and 20 from the 10. We have a minute 9 to go. Incomplete, looking for Vernon Thomas. 3rd and 20. Deflected by Lockhart.
Grabbing the face mask. Defense. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. 1st down.
That is Gastineau grabbing the face mask. Ooh. So the drama continues here in New York. 1st and 10 at the 25. Throw by Kelly, deflected by Sample. And it's now 2nd and 10 from the 25. Sack by Strahan, who came up and blindsided Kelly. Giants obviously don't want to call a timeout. 3rd and 18 from the 17. 38-24 your score. Incomplete. Looking for Lee Evans. And this could be the last play for Buffalo. 4th and 18. A sack by Klecko. Joe Klecko. So the New York sack exchange represented nicely in this game. Manning's just going to take a knee, and let's just get this one over with. This game took a little while to play. And your final is 38-24, the Giants over the Bills. The Giants go to 7-1, the first team to get 7 wins in the HTFL this season. And you see the scoring breakdowns there. Player of the game, I think it would have to go to Rich Castor. Although Manning played great, 20 of 29, 299. Show you the scoring summary, and with the new resolution here, I could show you the whole Mangilla here. It was back and forth for a while, and then the Giants, once they opened up that 14-point lead, that was all she wrote. They outgained Buffalo 428 to 315. Buffalo only made it to the red zone once and converted on a touchdown. The Giants went 3 out of 4. There were overall 17 penalties in the game, so it was cleaned. It was played cleanly at first, and then it got kind of nasty. Buffalo ran 63 plays. New York ran 65. And first downs were about even, 22 to 18. So let's see who took player of the game honors, because I'm kind of curious about all of that. We'll first update the standings. New York will go to 7-1. And worst case scenario would be they will be 3 games ahead of either Philadelphia and New England. They will play next in the HTFL on this channel, and that will be available for you tomorrow, the 15th. And Buffalo now 2-6. They'll be in last place no matter what. So that's the first game of week number 9. Philadelphia and New England, that'll come to you tomorrow, and then Wednesday, St. Louis at Miami, and then New Orleans and Tampa Bay. Those of you looking ahead, Our Monday night game will be Green Bay traveling to Chicago. Final score tonight, 38-24, the Giants over the Bills. This has been Big Paulie coming to you. We wish you well, no matter where you are and where you may be. Godspeed and God bless. Take care of each other, and we'll talk again soon. Bye-bye for now.